Up until this moment in our journey, we have been doing the heavy lifting. We have used the breath to forcefully calm the nervous system. We have used the ancient science of sound to wrangle the wild horses of the senses. We have practiced dhyana, the act of intense, unbroken concentration. But concentration is not meditation. Concentration is the effort required to build the boat. Meditation is the act of finally setting sail. Today, we transition from doing into being. We enter the state of Dhyana, true meditation, by exploring the profound Kundalini concept of Shuniya. Shuniya translates to the state of zero. It is the absolute stillness at the center of existence. To understand Shuniya, we must first understand the architecture of human thought. In the yogic tradition, it is understood that you do not just have one mind. You have three distinct, functional minds that process every single experience you have. They are the negative mind, the positive mind, and the neutral mind. The negative mind is not bad or evil. It is your protector. It is the oldest part of your survival mechanism. When you are presented with a new situation, the negative mind is the very first to react. It instantly calculates the danger. It asks, what could go wrong? How could I be hurt? It is the voice of caution, designed to keep you alive. The positive mind is the second to react. It is the creator. It is expansive, optimistic, and deeply curious. It looks at the exact same situation and asks, what is the potential here? How can this bring me joy, success, or connection? It is the voice of desire and ambition. To see how this plays out, imagine you look at your phone and see an unexpected message from your boss that simply says, we need to talk tomorrow morning. Instantly, the negative mind activates. It floods your bloodstream with cortisol. It assumes you are being fired. It frantically reviews every mistake you made this week. It is trying to protect you by preparing for the absolute worst. A moment later, the positive mind might intervene. It swings the pendulum completely in the other direction. It imagines that this is the promotion you have been waiting for. It starts planning how you will spend your new salary. It sets you up for intense anticipation and potential disappointment. Most of humanity lives their entire lives ping-ponging between these two minds. We swing wildly like a pendulum from fear to desire, from anxiety to excitement. When you are trapped in this duality, life is an exhausting roller coaster. You are entirely at the mercy of external circumstances. The goal of yoga is not to destroy the negative or positive minds. The goal is to awaken the third mind, the neutral mind. The neutral mind is the ultimate judge. It sits above the pendulum. It receives the cautious warnings of the negative mind. It receives the enthusiastic visions of the positive mind. It weighs them both perfectly, and then it acts from a place of deep, unshakable wisdom, completely unattached to the outcome. Faced with that same text message, the neutral mind simply observes. It says, a conversation is happening tomorrow. I will attend and listen. It does not attach a story. It does not waste your life force on imaginary futures. It preserves your energy for the present moment. The neutral mind does not react. It responds. To access the neutral mind, we must enter Shuniya. We must become zero. In mathematics, zero is not merely the absence of value. It is the container for all value. Without zero, there is no mathematics. In spirituality, zero is not a depressing emptiness. It is the fertile void from which all creation springs. When you are full of your own ego, your rigid opinions, your past traumas, and your future anxieties, you are completely full. There is no room for the infinite to enter. To reach Shuniya, you must willingly become an empty vessel. You must drop your identity, your name, your history, and your preferences. You must become nothing, so that you can finally contain everything. You have actually tasted Shuniya before. Think of a time you stood before a massive, roaring waterfall, or stared up at a night sky completely dense with stars. In that fraction of a second, your internal monologue stopped. You forgot your name. You forgot your job. You forgot your insecurities. Your ego dropped to zero. And because you became nothing, you were able to merge completely with the vastness of the moment. That is Shuniya. Today, we will cultivate the neutral mind through a guided journey into the state of zero. Please find a comfortable seated position. Keep your spine perfectly straight, allowing the energy to flow freely. Gently close your eyes. Take a deep, slow breath in through your nose. Fill your lungs completely. And exhale. Let it all go. Take another deep breath in. Draw the air deep into your belly. And exhale, releasing any tension in your shoulders, your jaw, and your neck. Allow your breathing to return to a natural, effortless rhythm. You are no longer controlling the breath. You are simply watching it happen. I want you to visualize your mind as a vast, boundless ocean. Right now, your awareness is floating on the very surface of this ocean. Look around you. The surface is chaotic. The wind is howling. The waves are crashing and churning. These waves are your thoughts. They are your anxieties, your memories, your to-do lists, and your emotional reactions. They are the endless chatter of the negative and positive minds fighting for your attention. Most people spend their entire lives fighting the waves on the surface. They try to push the water down. They try to forcefully smooth out the ocean. But you cannot fight the ocean. Instead of fighting, we are going to sink. Take a gentle breath in, and as you exhale, feel yourself begin to descend beneath the surface. You are slipping beneath the crashing waves. As you sink a few feet down, notice how the light begins to change. The bright, harsh glare of the surface fades into a soft, calming blue. The sound of the roaring wind is instantly muted. It becomes a distant, muffled hum. Sink deeper. 10 feet down. 20 feet down. The water around you is cool, heavy, and incredibly peaceful. You can breathe perfectly here. You are weightless. You are safe. Sink deeper still. 50 feet down. 100 feet down. The blue around you deepens into a rich, velvety indigo. The gentle pressure of the water is like a comforting embrace, holding you perfectly in place. You are entering the depths. You are entering Shuniya. Finally, you come to rest on the very floor of the ocean. It is perfectly dark. It is perfectly silent. There is absolutely no movement here. This is the neutral mind. This is the state of zero. From this place of profound stillness, I want you to look up. Far, far above you, you can still see the faint outline of the surface. You can see the waves crashing. You can see the turbulence of your thoughts. But down here, in the depths, you are completely undisturbed. The thoughts are still happening, but they are no longer yours. They are just ripples on the surface of an infinite sea. You do not need to stop them. You do not need to judge them. You simply observe them from a place of absolute neutrality. If a thought tries to pull you up to the surface, simply notice it, acknowledge it, and then gently remind yourself of your weight. Let yourself sink back down into the silent, velvet darkness. Rest here. You are nothing. You are nowhere. You are zero. Breathe in the silence. Exhale and dissolve into the water. There is no past to regret. There is no future to fear. There is only this exact, perfect moment of stillness. You are the empty vessel. You are the silent witness. Allow yourself to simply be. Notice the profound peace that exists when you stop trying to control the world. Notice the immense power that lives in the center of the scale, perfectly balanced between the positive and the negative. This is your true nature. This stillness is always inside of you, waiting beneath the turbulent waves of your daily life. Slowly, very slowly, begin to bring your awareness back to your physical body. You do not need to leave this peace behind. You are simply bringing the depths of the ocean up to the surface with you. Take a deep, awakening breath in through your nose, and exhale with a soft sigh. Gently rub your palms together to generate a little heat. Place your warm hands over your closed eyes. Slowly open your eyes beneath your hands, letting the light return, and gently lower your hands to your lap. Welcome back. You have just touched the state of Shuniya. You have activated the neutral mind. Your challenge for today is to carry this stillness with you. When a strong emotion arises today, whether it is a sharp irritation, a sudden fear, or an overwhelming desire, do not react immediately. Pause, take one breath, and sink beneath the surface. Try to find the neutral perspective before you respond. Be the judge, not the pendulum. Save this video and return to this ocean whenever the waves of life become too overwhelming. Sat Nam.